here with the cockpit. Got Mr. V here. Has been working hard on the project. He has everything laid out here. Almost in the process of ready to start painting a little bit. I'll let him go ahead and talk about what he's done here and how far along he is.
Okay, here we are again. The second part of the cockpit information here. First of all, I got everything cut out. I know roughly where it's supposed to go. Finally, we found a little bit of detail in the plans, so it gives you some information in regards to the cockpit situation here. As you can see, the seats are in, and I got everything nicely cut out. Before I get going, I got a little something if anybody's interested in this. Maybe somebody's already done it, but there's some stuff that was helpful to me, which I used along with my sanding and stuff and cutting out compound curves and cutting some of the burrs and stuff off on the thing. So what I've done is I have two little sticks, and these are tongue depressors. You can probably buy them in a store with, look around and see where you might pick them up at, or if you're at your doctor's office, you can, next time you go in there, maybe he'll give you a few, but these are just tongue depressors you get in the doctor's office. And what I did is I put it on both sides. This is 80 grit, and this is 320. And it's good for sanding parts. If you want some spot to get some rough spots and you want to give them a little sand down easy, it's nice. You get a nice clean flat cut to pick up some of the rough spots or corners around here that you can sand down once you get cutting out everything. And this is a 3/8 dowel, which I use again contact cement to put them on. This is my 80 grit on one side, and this is your 320 on the other side. You can put any grit you want on there, but I have to use 80 and then the 320. This is emery over here on the 320, and this regular sandpaper 80 grit on the other end. And like I say, it's nice to get into some of these compound curves when after you've cut it out and you want to get a little bit of smooth. You can get in there and just give it a little bit of sand, and it works pretty good. You don't want to use the 80 grit on some of it, so you can use the 320, and it works good catching those corners and rounds them out a lot better. So like I say, everything is cut out, ready to go. The next thing we have to do is try to start painting and detailing it out before it's got to be all done before we glue it in, because we definitely have to glue the floor in. We've got to start gluing things on the inside and work our way out the door. So then I guess the doors will probably be the last thing that we put on.
Let me go ahead and zoom in on the cockpit here a little bit so you guys can see there. It looks real neat. He's doing a great job here. He has the window slightly just taped in there with some painter's tape.
Yeah, one side is left as is and glued in as such. The others are all cut out to be glued in separately. The doors and everything on there. The doors will eventually be hinged on there, so they'll open and close. I don't have these. The doors are not glued in yet. I haven't glued them in yet because we have to determine the hinges, where the hinges are going to go, so we can get those set up before we start gluing the back sides on, because we have to find out where the hinges are going to go so we can make some cutouts for that. But everything has got a nice fit. Fits really nice. I'll admit to that. It's got a nice fit. Everything's fit well. And again, it's coming along so far okay. It just takes some patience and time. And so far, so good.
Let's have a look at the steering wheel, the yoke stick.
The yoke sticks, here the yoke sticks on this one here. They're hollow pieces. Once you cut them out, but what I did, I don't like it's too soft, nothing to glue to. So what I did is I took some 15-minute epoxy with a real fine micro balloons. You can buy it in most hobby shops. It's a fine material, fine micro balloons. Mix it up with the epoxy and then put it in and let it fill itself up and let it flow out to the top and so forth. So then what I did is after that dry, I drilled out, and then this happened to be some extra, actually it's bamboo, right size that I wanted on there, and then just drilled it out, epoxied it in place, so you see it's in there and epoxied in nice. And that will go in, that's the yoke, and that'll go in inside for the steering wheel. Then I'm going to sand it and naturally paint it. So it'll be painted and sanded after I get it all done. This is pretty well done, it's got to be painted. But they'll be fitting in looking something similar to that. But it makes it a lot more solid looking and a lot better looking once it's all in. So, and then we have the decals sheets, which are nice. Gives you two options of the cockpit that you want, this one or this one here, computerized or the regular gauges, and this is the lower half. So you have two different kinds of cockpits, whatever you wish to put in. So that's going to look nice. That'll be fitting on top part there. So there we have it for this time. And until we meet again, that's it. So still have my crying towel just in case.
Alright guys, there you have it. You have the cockpit coming along pretty smooth here. Like I said, he's doing a great job. This is his cup of tea, but he has his crying with it, as he said. A lot of patience, a lot of patience. So let's maybe hopefully look back for the next part. Maybe we'll have some more done here, or maybe even complete it. So let's let him get to work and do his thing.